live from your local news leader. This is 18 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Jordan Norkus. Thank you for joining us for 18 News at 10. He's the son of former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani and a special assistant to former President Donald Trump. Andrew Giuliani says he plans on running for governor of New York in 2022. The latest tonight from your local election headquarters. The former mayor's eldest son currently works as an analyst for Newsmax. He says he believes he has the best chance to win and take the state back. Governor Cuomo has given no indication that he won't run in 2022, despite sexual harassment accusations. Andrew Giuliani has never held elected office, and New York has not elected a Republican statewide office since George Pataki won a third term as governor in 2002. And speaking of Governor Cuomo, new details coming from one of his accusers in an Albany Times-Union report. According to the newspaper interview, a staffer says Cuomo groped her in the governor's mansion before slamming the door to his office and approaching her again. The unidentified staffer told the Times-Union when she protested Cuomo's advances, saying, "You're going to get us in trouble," he told her, "I don't care." The woman continued in the interview, saying she didn't remember telling the governor stop, but rather, "You're crazy." Governor Cuomo himself has denied touching anyone inappropriately, but apologized if he made anyone uncomfortable. Congressman Tom Reed will no longer serve as the co-chair of the Bipartisan Problem Solvers Caucus. According to a tweet this afternoon, Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, has been elected to replace Reed as co-chair. The caucus says Reed will remain an active member. The Republican announced in March he will not seek re-election in 2022 after a former lobbyist accused him of sexual misconduct. In 2020, Reed was elected to his fourth term in Congress, representing the 23rd Congressional District. Now to the latest on the New York State budget. Progressive Democrats declaring a win with tax hikes on the rich, more money for education, and COVID rent relief. The state budget also includes a number of nursing home reforms designed to ensure facilities put patients over profits. This ties in with the nursing home immunity law that was just repealed yesterday, taking away those blanket legal protections given to healthcare facilities dealing with COVID patients. This immunity was something the Attorney General was concerned about in her report. She thought it could have allowed facilities to make financially motivated decisions when caring for patients. For full coverage of the state budget, visit mytwintiers.com. New tonight, a 41-year-old Canisteo man is behind bars charged with kidnapping and rape. The Canisteo Police Department says this man, Kevin Tibbetts, is facing those charges. Tibbetts was arrested on April 6th following a complaint filed with the police department. He's also facing other charges, including one count of strangulation. Details of the case have not been released. Tibbetts was sent to the Steuben County Jail. Meanwhile, 3 people have been arrested in connection to stolen rental cars. The alleged theft taking place earlier this morning at the Elmira Corning Regional Airport. Deputies arrested 33-year-old Justin Smith of Horseheads after he was allegedly found attempting to steal a car from the rental companies. It was also discovered that Michelle Simmons of Aaron and Cody Huesner of Elmira were found operating a vehicle stolen from the Hertz rental car company within the airport. All 3 were arrested and are due to return to court at a later date. The Mansfield Borough Council will convene a special meeting tomorrow night to consider the removal of a temporary probationary officer from employment with the borough. While the release doesn't name a particular officer, the Mansfield Borough manager did confirm Brian Gossert, the officer who captured the live TikTok video making several racially and sexually charged comments while on duty, is the only officer under investigation at this time. 18 News attempted to speak with the borough's attorney multiple times, who has not been available for comment. The Zoom meeting will take place tomorrow at 6 p.m. We will continue to follow this story and give you more information as it becomes available. After suffering a traumatic brain injury 3 years ago, Trooper Gallagher is laid to rest. Loved ones honoring his memory today. Trooper Gallagher had been a member of the state police since 2014. His commander says the interstate he patrolled on Long Island is dangerous, as it's one of the busiest in all of New York. Trooper Gallagher was hit by a distracted driver while helping a disabled motorist. He relied on nursing facilities for the last 3 years of his life, since his injuries left him unable to communicate. His commander says Gallagher's family is holding up, but it's been difficult. Governor Cuomo ordered flags on state buildings to be flown at half-staff. Trooper Gallagher survived by his wife and 2 children. At Stony Brook University in New York, there is no vaccine hesitancy among students. 1/3 of the students who live on campus received their first dose of the Moderna vaccine, with the 1,400 appointments filling up in under 2 hours. A remaining unknown for next fall is whether the vaccine will be mandatory for all students. Now, this comes as other colleges are beginning to make the COVID vaccine a requirement for students. Cornell University and Ithaca College are both requiring students to be vaccinated before they return to campus in the fall, while other schools await guidance from the state. Elmira College has yet to make a final decision regarding vaccine requirements for the fall term. Elmira City School and Corning Painted Post school districts say the New York State Departments of Health and Education have not released any guidance regarding vaccinations for students of pre-K through 12 public school systems. Of course, to stay up to date on all information regarding the coronavirus pandemic and to find available vaccine appointments, visit mytwintiers.com. But coming up on 18 News at 10, excessive speed with no signs of impairment. That's what the Los Angeles County Sheriff revealed today following an investigation into the cause of Tiger Woods' violent car crash. A full report, but first, Shelby, let's talk about the beautiful day we had today.
Jordan Norkus on 18 News, your local news leader.